Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Kevin Cheek, and I'm going to do something a little different on today. And first of all, Happy New Year, because I haven't talked to you since last year. So, Happy New Year to you. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone is doing good and setting their new goals and accomplishing them before this first month is out. And this is one of mine right here, which is doing a long video as far as not playing guitar, but I'm just going to talk to you about some guitar stuff or guitar related things. So, first of all, I want to get into my name is Kevin Cheek, of course. I've been playing guitar for 22 years now. I started in 2002, and I want to tell you about the story when I first got my first guitar. I was in Wilmington, North Carolina, me and my mother, and we went to the pawn shop, and I saw one, and I asked her to get me one, and she really didn't want to do it, but she begged. She didn't beg me. I begged her to get it for me, and that if she would, I would learn how to play it. I was always intrigued by the sound of guitar by a guy in my town named Harry. He plays at this church here in Elizabethtown, and he's incredible. And I always loved the sound that came out of what he was playing. So his playing influenced me to want to play guitar, and I've been going ever since. But it's still a journey. Back then, there was no YouTube, so it wasn't anything I could just look up on a video and see how to play it. So what I did was I went to the local pawn shop and bought a bunch of books and VCR tapes, VHS tapes, and played them, read them, and figured some stuff out. And it's funny because I would just lock myself in the room and just practice all day long. If I wasn't in school or if it was on the weekend or anything like that, I would just lock myself in the room and play and practice. Even if it was just two two notes, I would practice those two notes like I knew what I was doing. And to me, it was rough, but it was worth it because I was able to figure some stuff out with the help of the Lord because I can't do it on my own. So I did ask God to help me to understand, and I'm still asking God to help me to understand to this day because nobody figures it all out. So that's part of that story, and so I learned how to play somewhat. It's funny because my first two chords were just the A-shaped chords without the root note, and I played those two chords and started doing some strumming along with it and just practiced that like all up and down the neck, just those two chords back and forth. And I really thought I was making some progress. Um, I would take it to church on Sunday because I was a drummer back then. I would start off on the drums, and I was playing the drums currently, but learning how to play guitar also. So what I would do was I would play the drums on Sunday, but I would take my guitar with me, and I had a little one of those little starter amps, and I would set the amp on the floor, and I have the guitar in my lap, the strap on to my shoulders for the guitar, and play the drums at the same time. And I would have one stick playing the hi hat and the snare, and I would play the guitar with my left hand. So that's a funny story, but it worked out. I learned some things, and some people helped me along the way. Um, Harry, he helped me. It's another person. He's an elder on our church district. He was an elder on our district at that time. His name's Alan B. Wilson, Elder Wilson. He helped me tremendously and just showing me stuff because I was getting frustrated playing. I would take my guitar to different services and he would be playing. I'd be just watching him and studying his hands and asking him questions. So he gave me a lot of insight on guitar to help me understand certain things. So that's part of my story on how I first got started with my first guitar.